So, what if I told you there's this hidden structure, kind of like a secret map to the entire economy? It's called the ownership ladder. And honestly, once you understand it, it can completely change how you think about your financial future. Let's dive in. Everything really kicks off with this idea. Just think about that for a second. Entire layers of our economy working right in front of our faces, but they're basically invisible to most of us. It kind of suggests there's a game being played that a lot of people don't even know exists. And that's the big question, right? If there are these hidden levels, what are they? What are the rules? Well, today, we're going to pull back that curtain and show you the entire thing. And the framework for all these hidden layers is actually pretty simple to picture. It's a ladder. And this isn't just some abstract theory, you know? It's a real mental model with 5 distinct rungs that you can actually climb. And each step takes you from just working in the economy to, well, to shaping it. Okay, so here it is. This is the map. There are 5 rungs we're going to climb together. Labor, operating, assets, portfolio, and all the way at the top, holding. Each single step up is a massive shift in how you relate to money and create value. So let's start where most people do, on the ground floor. So, this first rung, this is where the vast majority of us live and work. It's the foundation of the whole economic system, and it's probably going to sound really, really familiar. At its heart, rung 1 is all about one thing: labor. You're trading your time and your skills for a wage. You're doing the work. But the most important word there is renting. See, you don't own your skill as an asset that works for you. You're literally renting it out to an employer, hour by hour. And that's the absolute key to understanding this first rung. Make no mistake, you are crucial. The machine does not run without you. But you don't own the machine. Your income is tied directly to the hours you put in. To earn more, you've got to figure out how to climb. All right, now we're going to make the first major leap up the ladder. This is a huge one. This is where you go from being a piece on the chessboard to starting to own the game itself. It's a total shift in perspective. So that jump from rung 1 to rung 2, it's about going from doing the work to running the business. You're not the specialist anymore. You're the operator, the one managing the people and the systems that get the work done. Think of it as the leap from employee to manager. Your value isn't just in what you can do, but in what you can orchestrate. But you know what? The next jump, up to rung 3, is even bigger. You go from running the business to owning the asset that actually produces the income. Let's use an analogy. Instead of managing the busy coffee shop, you now own the building that the coffee shop pays rent to. All of a sudden, your income isn't tied to active management, it's tied to passive ownership. Big difference. Okay, let's keep climbing, all the way to the top of the ladder. Up here, the scale of ownership and influence just expands like crazy. This is where you stop just playing the game, and you actually start writing the rules. On rung 4, you've entered the world of the portfolio. You've graduated. You're not just owning one building anymore. Now you own the entire neighborhood. Your focus isn't on a single asset. You're managing a whole collection of them. You know, the apartment building, the storefronts, the parking garage. And they all work together to build wealth and, importantly, spread out your risk. And that brings us to the very top, the summit. Rung 5, holding. Now this level is the most abstract, but it's also by far the most powerful. At this point, you've climbed so high that you don't just own the neighborhood anymore, you own the owners of the neighborhood. You're dealing in the holding companies that own the portfolios themselves. So here's what that really means. Rung 5 is about systemic influence. At this level, your decisions don't just affect your own bank account, they can literally shape the economy. You're no longer just reacting to the market, you are the market. Whew, okay, so we've climbed all 5 rungs. We went all the way from renting our time to literally shaping the economy. So now, let's bring this all the way back down to earth, back to you and me. This is the moment to kind of ask yourself, honestly, now that you can see the whole ladder laid out, where are you? Where do you stand right now? Because just figuring that out, just knowing your position, that's the first step to deciding where you want to go next. So let's just do a quick recap of the climb. Rung 1, labor, you rent your skill. Rung 2, operating, you run the business. Rung 3, assets, you own the building. Rung 4, portfolio, you own the neighborhood. And finally, rung 5, holding, you own the owners. It's a journey from renter to ruler. And really, that's the big takeaway. This ladder isn't just a theory, it's real. This economic structure is out there, and people are climbing it every single day. So the only question that's left for you is how high do you want to climb?